Hola, ¿cómo está? Hello, Clarissa, your feelings was hurt. Did we not speak to you, Clarissa? And hello, by the way, Clarissa and Dictator. Hi, Clarissa. I'm sorry. No one replied. Please don't take it personally. Please don't take it personally, Clarissa. Because normally we all are saying hello, hi. And I even forget sometimes too when someone new pops into the chat to say hello. Most people are listening while doing other things and not concentrating. Please don't get upset. Thank you, Clarissa, for understanding. Hello, Sunflower. Okay. Hello, SCJ girlfriend. How are you? Hello, Maria. Hello, Sunflower. Clarissa. Hello. Hello, Dictator. Okay, let me get my bearings, okay? Stuff going on over there at Maggie's house. Ooh, let's see how much energy I got, guys. Let's do the Mimi song. And you guys seem to like the Motown one, so that's the one I will play. It's the Mimi Show. The Mimi Show. It's the Mimi Show. The Mimi Show. The Mimi Show. It's the Mimi Show. Yeah. The Mimi Show. The Mimi Show. It's the Mimi Show. The Mimi Show. It's the Mimi Show. Oh, 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 The Mimi Show, the Mimi Show, it's the Mimi Show, the Mimi Show, it's the Mimi Show. Oh, yeah. Oh. The Mimi Show, the Mimi Show, it's the Mimi Show, the Mimi Show, it's the Mimi Show. Yeah. I know you seem to like that one. I know. Look at my earrings. I lost this one. And this one somewhere. Get it, y'all. Break it down. Don't hurt yourselves. Yeah, lots of things going over there at the Maggie's house. Maggie's house. That's what I call it. Maggie's house. Hi, JD. Girl, the bell is all about the Mimi Show. And it says, ring for a beer. The Mimi Show, the Mimi Show. Broken down. All right. Let's get to the Diddy Trial. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, night, whatever time it is where you are. I hope you are enjoying it. There's so much to do when you're setting this up. Like you got to have your thumbnails, and I don't have my thumbnails. Maggie's been helping me with that. So I'll put the thumbnail in after. How about that? Whoa! It's the Mimi Show, the Mimi Show. It's the... Hello, Payne. Hello, JD. Okay. I doubt that. Sunflower, so sweet. Yes, another YouTuber came, official King Payne has a bell. And I love his bell. When I'm trying to put emphasis on something, that's when I use the bell. It's the Mimi Show, the Mimi Show, the Mimi Show, the Mimi Show. I need to do my hair over, but I just don't have time. That's what it says. Okay, I got a surprise. How about that?
This poor...
Breaking news tonight, a bombshell in the courtroom. A witness describing Sean Combs, aka Diddy, fully nude from the neck down, disguising his face as a Muslim woman.
He's in the corner. Just imagine. Try to go there with me. Diddy's sitting in the corner watching you, looking like a woman with a mask on and some heels. In the corner, looking at you, having sex. This is what happened to Cassie. Giving you a visual. Okay? Cassie was in duress, doing her thing, and Diddy was over there in the corner doing his thing, looking like an idiot. I would have looked over there at him and been like, you idiot, and just bust out and start laughing. What you doing over there in that corner looking like that, looking chocolatey and oiled up and looking gross and disgusting? he was in the corner disguised himself with the hippie. Forgot the name of it. HIJB something. But it's what the women wear to cover their face. So he's all over there covered, looking like the Dark Knight. He's over there looking like the Dark Knight. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Maggie's was interesting today. Very, very interesting. If you guys want to talk about that just a little bit, we can. Let me know, Marie. Talking about Ralph and his sister wives. I used to be a sister wife. I used to think it was a joke. No big deal. Just, over there hanging out. And he got mad at me a couple of times. But I've actually heard him yell at women. And I was cringing. I would be like, oh my God, no, you didn't just yell at her. And it turned me off. It did. It turned me off because it felt like he was scolding them as if they were like a young kids. And I say, he's got one time to treat me like that. One. Now, he didn't yell at me, but he was talking shit about me. That's all I got to say. Yeah. Yes. He was cool. He yelled at me. Oh, he yelled at you, Maria. And I didn't like that. He yelled at me because I defended another girl. And see, I almost felt like I feel bad because I came up. Hello. Ooh, look at Sunflower. Where you going, girl?
I put on lipstick because you are always putting on lip gloss. So.
Watch out now.
Yeah.
You're looking good, girl.
Did it for
I like
you.
your hair.
Oh, my hair's wild tonight.
It's pretty. You looking gorgeous.
Thank you, my love.
How you doing?
I'm doing great, and you?
Good, great. We're gonna talk about Diddy, and then we're gonna move on into Meghan and Harry. Is Harry going to leave his abuser?
Uh-oh.
I know I'm trying to spice up the titles a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't seem real excited earlier today, and it's like I was worried about you, and it's like, come on, let's all get together and let's make you happy.
It was too early. I think it was so early. And I was tired, and I probably should have just waited until like 1 in the afternoon and did it. And then I would have been a little bit more livelier, like I am.
Okay, well, now, you're lively now.
It makes a difference. Hello, Liz. Hello, Shanoa.
Yeah.
Well, I jumped in just really quick. I was letting Marie know this. And she looking good?
Hello, Dictator.
Hello, Dictator. I had went in the Discord once.
You know what? Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I had to echo. Sorry.
Oh, okay. And when I went in there, he was secretly talking about me, or not secretly, just talking about me. And I believe, and this is the truth, I believe he got upset with me because Donat had came to my channel and then I was still hanging out with Maggie. And at this time, he was pissed off at Donat. He can't stand him. And then, you know, he was mad at Maggie. So I guess I was supposed to be. So I decided to walk away. I said, this is not for me. And that's what happened to me, Maria. But I heard him yell at a few women. And it was cringy. It was so cringy that I felt so uncomfortable to the point where I wanted to just leave. Okay. So Diddy's in the corner. This is rated R, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this trial. They should have a thing on it that says rated R, only adults only, for mature audiences, because this ain't your regular trial. Everything is about sex and baby oil and someone sitting in the corner looking like the Dark Knight.
Okay, I might be old, but I've heard about all this stuff.
Hello, GC. Okay. Yes. SCJ, can you slow down the chat, please? You don't have to slow it down that much, just a tad. Ralph the Wise. Ralph the Wise. Remember, I was promoting him and like go check his channel out and stuff. But there's this hidden nasty. There's this hidden thing about him that I don't care for, and who cares, because I'm not over there anymore.
We're all smart enough that we could have figured that out for ourselves, honey.
Exactly. I know. Where's Penelope? I noticed he was acting different towards you when Donat came to the channel. And when you were speaking to Maggie again, then he assumed things that went true, that weren't true. Exactly, Marie. That's exactly what happened. And then I felt a certain kind of way, like I don't owe you anything. I don't owe you explanation or what I was. It felt like I was like had to go over there and explain to him what Donat was on my channel. No, I don't have anything against Donat. He hasn't done anything to me. And I don't have anything against anyone. I am neutral. But I didn't like he did that. He got mad at me because Donat was on my channel and that I was hanging with Maggie. And I said, I'm out. I said, I'm out of here. This don't feel right to me. I said, how do you get out of this, Tisha? Because he didn't created some stuff for you. I said, tell him to uncreate that and move on, move back over and say you're going to do your own shenanigans. I don't know, Liz. We are adults, and everybody here are adults. Hello, Judith. Hello, Susan. We're all adults, and we do not need to be talked down to or talked bad to. Because he is funny. He's funny, and he's got this. It's just too bad, Marie. And then I'm going to move on. It really is. Hello, Lori. It really is too bad because he could be so much more successful if he wasn't trying to be controlling. Like there's this control thing that's going on over there. I seen it. I saw it. I heard it. And I said, I'm getting the hell out of it. But he's funny. He's extremely funny. and you want to like him because he's nice and he's funny, but then he's got this other side to him that you don't want to know. It's almost like possession, ownership, control.
Oh,
Yeah,
you have to be my friend and no one else's.
exactly.
Yeah.
Don't go over there, or don't talk. If someone comes over there that I don't like, don't you speak to them.
That's not
stupid
good.
stuff.
That's not good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What's Maggie doing now? She's still on.
She was on, and I was going to go on there with her to have this conversation, but she went on to another channel to watch what happened today, because something happened today with Ralph and some other YouTuber content creators that were discussing pretty much what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's control issues. But see, yes, he sounds like an narc. And this is it. This is why, Susan, because he says he's sorry, but do you mean you're sorry? And what are you sorry for when you apologize? After you start accusing people of stuff. But I don't think he's good at taking constructive criticism. Not especially from a woman.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Men have problems with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye, dictator.
She's leaving? Oh, goodbye. Good night.
Sleep.
Oh.
We're going to miss you.
Oh.
Yeah, it was today. Okay.
A freak off with the male Punisher escort. This as we hear about a federal raid on his Miami mansion where crates of baby oil, sex toys, ropes, and guns with serial numbers scraped off seized. Good evening. I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. I want to thank you for being with us.
Is obsessed with
Happened
science
today?
and the biggest
Tootsie Roll.
Huh?
The size of a Tootsie Roll.
Today?
Tootsie Roll.
Itty bitty ditty.
Okay,
Itty bitty
no,
ditty.
it's not. Never mind.
Oh, no. Where you been?
I told you I know nothing about this. Absolutely nothing.
Let me give you a brief synopsis, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, Combs, Sean Puffy, P. Diddy, he is a big time mobile, was a big time producer, entertainer, actor, you name it, he had it going on. And in the Black community, he was like, I would say Elvis, but he was like, I wouldn't give him that much, but he was like an Epstein, like the island.
Okay.
Close, almost on those lines of a person. Well, he's been in jail for about 6 months. And now the trial is on, and the trial's been going on for 2 weeks now. And they're talking about the trial, and the trial is so vulgar. It talks about him in the corner, butt naked, oiled up. This, let me show you what he looked like.
I'm not gonna see his butt, right?
No.
Okay.
Face as a Muslim woman at a freak off with the male Punisher escort. This as we hear about a federal.
Here he is.
Okay. Well, I mean, I knew he was arrested. I knew that much.
Okay, you
I
knew
just
all
knew
that.
absolutely nothing about him before.
From there, the trial. Now he's going down for
I didn't know he was a performer. I didn't know he was a producer. I didn't know. I may have heard the name, and that's as far as it went. I mean, I knew nothing about him.
He is big time. Like he was, I don't know how to put him next to someone that you may know.
I mean, Epstein, I mean, I think that kind of explains it.
Yeah, very big in the entertainment world. Very big. And so it's like the trial of the mini century. It's a mini trial of the century, not like OJ, because OJ did some real disturbing things. So did he.
Yeah.
But so what Nancy Grace is saying is that he's sitting over in a corner watching his girlfriend have sex with a male escort while he's sitting in the corner with some baby oil all over his body and a mask to, you know, like how the Indians ladies wear their hair and kind of mask up. He in the corner looking like a woman with some heels on.
Okay.
Which is okay if that's what he wants.
Yeah, I mean that's not hurting anybody right there.
That ain't hurt nobody. He's just looking like a chocolate bar over there in the corner looking crazy.
Yeah.
Now, the problem is that he's got his girlfriend having sex with all these other men. That's the problem. That ain't the problem, but that's some of it. And he was beating on her and hitting her and stuff.
Okay.
He's not a very nice man. So now they want to get him on racketeering, prostitution, and sex trafficking. So
raid on his Miami mansion.
So this is part of the trial. They went in there, they raided his home and all that other stuff with tanks. The federal.
And where crates of baby oil, sex toys, ropes, and guns with serial numbers scraped off seized. Good evening. I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. I want to thank you for being with us.
This is a roller coaster.
It's obsessed with size. I mean, the biggest
Tootsie Roll.
Tootsie
The size of a Tootsie Roll. About that
Tootsie
big.
Roll.
Itty bitty ditty. Itty bitty ditty, the Tootsie Roll. Sean Combs' Tootsie Roll. We are live at the court.
Uh-oh.
Tootsie Roll. Uh-oh, Tootsie Roll. That's a song. There's a song called Tootsie Roll. Uh-oh, Tootsie Roll. And you do your legs like this.
Well, is his girlfriend in the corner because he has a Tootsie Roll?
Probably.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
I'm catching on here.
He's in the corner because his stuff ain't working like the SEX workers that came in there.
Okay.
So all right. Usually after the they call it the freak offs, then him and Cassie go and do their thing together. SEX. Okay.
Well, she did get pregnant, so.
Yeah, she's married and moved on.
Oh, it's not his child. All right.
No kids by Diddy. Yeah, he all oiled up in a mask in a corner. That's weird to me, but okay. Making his girlfriend have sex with other men. Enticing her, trying to pretty much, if you don't do it, I don't want to be with you kind of a thing.
Okay.
And she was in love with him, so she went ahead and did the do.
So more emotional abuse than physical, I'm hoping.
Mental, physical, emotional, social, sexual, a rag dog.
Okay.
Treated her like a rag dog. Did you see the incident in the hallway at the hotel where he hit her in the head, pushed her down, and kicked her?
Oh, many years ago.
Last year.
Nope, I didn't see it then. Somebody else knocked a girl out.
All right. Well, we got an
elevator.
We're going to the girl. We're going to the elevator moment. Hotel. Fight. Okay, here we go. We won't do the whole 15 minutes. We'll just give you the synopsis.
Well, now I don't want to slow things down for
You're not. This is a sight to see.
All right.
Trigger warning. Okay. Disturbing footage. Here, let me play it again. Content warning, disturbing footage. Hold on to your seat. This Cassie, this is his girlfriend, the one that's been sleeping with the men that he beat. She's running. She's trying to get away. You see her putting on her shoes, trying to leave the hotel.
I see. Yeah.
Okay, watch this.
Who's in the back? Who's it? Oh, somebody else is.
Oh.
Uh-oh, here it comes. Uh-oh. Ooh. Oh, that son of a. Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, is she knocked out?
She probably laying there pretending she knocked out. I would. Then he drags her like a rag doll.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I know. A sight to see.
Well, who's this guy?
This is her.
Oh, that's her. Okay. Okay.
And there he go. Butt naked. Looking like a chocolate chip.
So he's keeping her purse. He's keeping.
He's trying to get her back into that room. Tissy roll, Maria. Tissy roll.
Shit.
Hi, Karen.
What did he do right there that the camera didn't catch? He's one sick son of a gun.
Yeah, sicko. Sickadoo. Trigger.
Well,
With a towel wrapped around him, like he just got out the shower or something like that. She didn't want to do it no more. She was tired. She was going home. He wasn't ready for her to go home.
Well, maybe when he got into the shower, she tried to run then.
Right.
Okay. You guys have all figured this out. I'm late to the party.
That's okay.
Oh my goodness.
She's scared. There's security.
He's standing in the same hallway?
Yeah, he's in.
And not doing anything?
He's like, let's go.
Oh.
Cassie letting him know she's ready to go. He's going to get her stuff. I think this is another angle.
Yeah, I think the elevators are.
This is him dragging her.
The hallway that he just came from. Wow. But he did worse stuff than this?
Oh, God.
Okay.
She got bruises on her eyes and stuff, and on her back and on her legs, and black eyes and stuff like that. Yeah, you name it, he was doing it. So that's what made us realize that there was a situation.
Well, yeah, that's a situation for sure.
Yeah. And so she got on the stand last week and talked about what happened with her.
Mm-hmm.
And now this week we're talking to his staff and learning, like the Punisher. He's a guy that they called him Punisher, but that's just his nickname.
That's not Diddy. Punisher, someone else.
Punisher is someone else.
Oh.
That's the SEX worker. He calls someone in to have SEX with Cassie, and his name was called Punisher.
All right.
And Nancy Grace is talking about his thingy down there.
Yes, SCJ. I've never seen this.
Tootsie Roll. Oh, a Tootsie Roll. Talking about it's small. But like you said, that's why he was getting other workers and stuff. Because and then, he's 50. He had to take Viagra. But these things would go on for days. One time they went on for 4 days, just a whole bunch of baby oil and stuff and sex toys and it's a mess. This is the trial. It's hard to talk about the trial without talking about all the stuffy stuff.
Okay, and it's like
joining us now, investigating
Bieber was a mentor to Justin Bieber, and
yes, that's right. That's right.
Shame. Oh.
And Usher.
Reporter Lauren Conlon, star of Pup Crime TV. Lauren, thank you for being with us. A lot happening in the courtroom today. First of all, we kicked it off this morning with direct examination of a special agent, Gerard Gannon. What happened?
This morning in court, we finished the direct examination of Special Agent Gerard Gannon. He's with the HSI, and he finished showing us all of the evidence that was collected during the Miami raid of Sean Combs' house. And this is his house on Two Star Island. And what they seized from the house, they seized 2 defaced AR-15s, and these AR-15s, they were separated. We saw the lower barrels and the upper barrels. The upper barrels they were wrapped in a towel, and the lower barrels were in a separate spot, and the magazines were not with the lower barrels. However, the lower magazines were loaded, both of them.
A lot is being made of the number of agents.
Okay, I'm going to see a little bit of this. I just wanted to hear her say Tootsie Roll. Tootsie Roll. They're trying to say that his private parts wasn't as big. It's small like a Tootsie Roll, Judith. I don't think that was his nickname. I'm sure he didn't want to be called a Tootsie Roll.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Puff Daddy, that was his name. P. Diddy, Puff, Combs, whatever. He would change it every week. But that's what he's about. And Bieber is not admitting that those things happened to him. That is correct.
Well, would you?
No.
No. I don't blame him one bit.
Probably not. He was young.
Yeah. I mean, a male doesn't want something like that out there in the world.
Exactly. You're right. You're absolutely
not
right.
a professional. Yeah.
And he was just getting his career on the ground. And shame on Puff Daddy, P. Diddy. Okay, now we're going to go to Perez because I think he's got some new news for us. And Perez has been following the trial really close, just like Nancy Gray. But
he's funnier. Perez is funnier.
Yes. Let's see here. Where is Diddy? Diddy. Okay. Chris Brown. Okay. No. Let's go to Salon. Okay, let's see what he's got going on today. Video. Nothing. We have no more updates on Diddy. Let's go back to Nancy Grace, and we're gonna move on to Meghan.
Uh-oh.
Yep, we're gonna move on to Meghan.
Breaking news tonight, a bombshell.
The lower barrels. However, the lower magazines were loaded, both of them.
You know, a lot is being made of the number of agents at the raid, and I find that very, very disturbing. Sydney Sumner also joining us, Crime Stories investigative reporter. Sydney, I understand there were dozens of federal agents at the raid. So what? What's the issue?
Careful.
Well, Nancy, agents went in feeling like they were going to be confronted by armed guards. That's what they thought they were walking into when they came into this house. They specifically waited for Combs and his family to leave before they entered to avoid any more confrontation. They only found 6 people at the home, a music producer who has not been named, a property manager, and a few other staff members. But they put all of those people in handcuffs to go into the home, and there were 90 agents total, just about. And they had people sitting out at the water to make sure nobody tried to flee into the canal right behind his home. They had to come into this in full force, and they were right. They found ARs with several modifications, scratched off serial numbers. They knew they were possibly coming into a firefight and prepared for it.
Look at that house.
You are seeing shots now of the Miami mansion that was raided. The feds even have the backside that is on the water, completely surrounded. You know what, Sydney Sumner, you and I have covered a lot of cases together, and we've gone on location and investigated a lot of cases. You know what? A gun. It makes a big man little and a little man big. You know, let's tell it like it is. Chris McDonough joining me, former homicide detective and star of The Interview Room, now on YouTube. Chris McDonough, you get an AR going, you get an M16 going. How many feds could they shoot down in about 30 seconds? Tell it.
Yeah, a lot. And that's why these operations, you know, you start out with an op plan and you discover those vulnerabilities in relationship to officer safety. You know, where do officers need to be placed, and are they safe in those positions based on the potential threats that you could be facing?
They would be mowed down like an old gangster movie where machine guns are used. And, you know, you got to hand it to the feds, McDonough. They even had the backside covered that bordered on the water, because I could absolutely see some of Diddy's cohorts trying to make a getaway by water.
Yeah, absolutely. And Nancy, I actually had a case where 5 guys were mowed down within 10 seconds from an automatic weapon. It was an SKS.
You know, when you just said that, that put a chill down me, because I've had friends that were gunned down over nothing. Cops, LA, law enforcement. So when I hear them in court going on and on and on about how excessive it was that 80 agents surrounded this mansion, they were armed to the hilt. Sydney Sumner, did I hear you say that the serial numbers were scratched off some of the weapons?
Yes, both of those assault rifles, Nancy, the AR-15s, the serial numbers were scratched through. So it's unclear exactly how they were obtained, if Combs bought them with the serial
Sydney,
numbers
I don't
damaged,
care.
or
I don't care if the angel Gabriel came down from heaven and dropped them in Diddy's lap. That is a serious, serious offense. McDonough, jump in. This is critical. You know why serial numbers are scraped off of weapons.
Absolutely, Nancy. And this tells us maybe there's a wider net here, right? What the feds are going to do is throw it into the system called NIBIN, which is the National Ballistic Information Network. And they're going to see if these weapons are tied into any other crimes anywhere in the country.
Put him up. You think a bad guy is going to go to the gun and knife show down at the mall and buy a gun, HELLNO. They get weapons like ARs, basically machine guns on the black market. Why is a serial number scraped off? Because that gun could be connected to another serious crime. I want to see McDonough. McDonough, you need to get real on this. You think they've ever found the gun that killed Tupac Shakur, or guns that are related to many, many other ag assault shootings and murders? No, they've never been recovered. And if they were recovered, unless you do a ballistics test, you don't know if it's the murder weapon or the assault weapon. Why? Because criminals scrape off the serial number. It doesn't get much more serious than this.
No, you're 100% right, Nancy.
Okay, we're moving on, guys. We're moving on. Perez is not here today, so we're gonna have to wait on Perez, because Perez is the one that goes and gets the information for us and brings it back. Now, I heard that there should be some videos tonight. If we don't watch them tonight, we'll watch them tomorrow. But we're gonna move on to Meghan.
And talk to the host of Kinsey Schofield Unfiltered, Kinsey Schofield. Hi, Kins.
Hi, Kevin. Good to see you.
You too. Right. Well, I think the topic of the week, we discussed this the other week, is still the other night, is still the seventh anniversary of Harry and Meghan's wedding, which, of course, was here on a beautiful cloudless sky day, sun shining, May the 18th, wasn't it? Or was it May the 19th, 2018. It's so bizarre that she posted on Instagram that mood board of all the high points of their relationship, as she called it, our love story, and never mentioned Harry. I mean, I think she's so consumed with herself. She's almost beginning to forget that she's got this ginger husband.
He loves me so much, but she never says that about him.
This is annoying.
Well,
why is it so small?
Well, that's not a whole lot of memories for 7 years. I mean, what she posted on the board, that's really not a whole lot of memories for 7 years.
Right. They're not. It's just a whole bunch of pictures of her and Harry.
Well, but she's really hitting out hard to prove she gave birth to these kids. She has the belly exposed and a photo.
It's dark though. You can't even see it.
Oh, well, I don't believe anything she posts anymore. But so, I mean, now her concern is why at 7 years she's worried that she has to prove that she had the kids. I don't know. Why weren't you worried about it for the past 7 years?
That is a good question. And it doesn't even look real. It just looks fake. Like Paula said, the ultrasound is not the best. It's it's not a 3D one, but if you're going to show it. Then she cut off the top where you can tell she cut it off. You can even see it cut off.
Right.
At the top of the ultrasound is always like the date and time that the ultrasound was taken. And then this baby in this picture, I don't know who that baby is.
That baby, I don't mean to be offensive. That is the only dark picture, or the only picture of a baby with dark skin that I've ever seen.
Right. The hair's not red. It's not light brown.
So it's like, I don't know what she's doing. I mean, my son's older, and I don't remember how big I was when, before I went into labor. I know I wasn't that big. I mean, that just seems incredibly large, and I can't find any place to tell me what the weight of Archie. I mean, if Archie was a 28-pound baby, maybe, but
right, that's what I'm saying.
Find out his, what his birth weight was.
Exactly, unless she was having twins or something, which she didn't.
Oh, I mean, that is, in my opinion, that's extremely large, but it's been a long time.
It's big.
I just don't remember. Okay, well,
because my stomach was just, it looks like it do now.
Exactly, that's what my stomach looks like too. If I really go with the super bad posture, I mean, I only gained like 22 pounds. The doctor said not to gain over 25. I gained 22.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it was just, but I mean, I was always a smaller framed person. And it's like, the doctor said how much weight I could gain. And, I gained under it. That was just,
oh, wow.
Just
my
me.
doctor didn't tell me that. She just told me to eat fruit and vegetables. And I didn't.
My doctor was just, stop smoking. And I did stop smoking while I was pregnant, but
yeah,
but that was the big concern then. Don't smoke if you're pregnant.
Right. And now it doesn't affect the child, I don't think.
Oh, I'm sure it does. My son has asthma and I worry.
Oh, no. Like, it's hereditary. Like, I don't smoke and my baby has asthma.
Okay.
Yep.
Makes me feel a little bit better. But once I found out I was pregnant, I didn't smoke anymore after that. But
right.
Prior to that, I did smoke. But
right. But I don't think that is caused by respiratory. I just think because I had asthma. I think my husband had some form of it. And my sister, and I didn't get it from anyone, like, it's just weird.
Yeah, my doctor's big thing was weight gain. How much weight you should gain. Yeah.
Yeah, mine didn't say anything about that, about weight. That's what my husband's mother did. Like, they were like, watch your weight, but the type that wouldn't gain a lot of weight. She was just small anyway. So they had to tell her to eat.
Well, I ate. I just didn't gain. I didn't care much for the sweets.
Oh.
I gave up coffee. Oh, brownies. I'm sorry. It's like brownies I loved. But the rest of I ate pretty darn healthy when I was pregnant.
Okay.
But my doctor said, I think it was 24 pounds. You can gain 24 pounds. And it's, so I stayed right under that. But my son was a little bit early. So, maybe if I'd gone another couple weeks, I would have gone up to the 24. And I was so disappointed after I gave birth. It's like, well, I only gained the 21 pounds. So when I leave this place, I'm going to have my old shape back and
I got my shape back and then some. And then I started gaining the weight back. Like I said, oh, hell no, I'm going to lose this weight. And I lost it. I lost it quick. But then, like now, I think Lori came on the other day. She said, Letitia, you didn't gain weight. How do you know? In my face. Anyway.
That's all that stuff. But yeah, that's a pretty lame
board. It's veiny. It's vain and vain and vain. Every picture is her and Harry. It's like, is it a vision board or a moon? Like, I don't get the board. I don't get why she wanted us to see this. What was
I think it was just to see the picture of her belly.
Yeah, but that could be anybody.
I know, but it's like she's been getting a lot of people are coming back on with she didn't have the babies, they're surrogate, she's a surrogate, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
So
why is it so dark?
Well, this is her proof that, oh, no, I gave birth to these babies.
No,
They're
their
getting ready
pictures
to
are
lose their
sucky. This proves
titles.
nothing.
No, they're getting ready to lose their titles. They're getting ready to lose everything.
Everything is finna go down.
Yeah, and
She'll stay on Lemonado because Lemonado ain't got nothing going on anyway. So she'll stay on there and keep doing, maybe keep doing what she's doing, but it's gonna fail. It's boring. We were watching it earlier today. I almost fell asleep.
I watched, the only one I've watched was the one with Cassie. I think that may have been last week. But that girl was really, really sharp. I mean, I liked Cassie, and I had said something earlier on your show. I mean, Cassie, she has a 7-year-old daughter. Now, Cassie married, but she had a baby right in the middle of her building her $1 million empire. And it's like she raised an infant. She didn't have nannies and chefs and cook, all that stuff. She did it all on her own.
Wow.
So I mean, Meghan actually stayed a little bit quiet on the show, because I mean, Meghan had to have been embarrassed by all of what this girl did. And she was young. She was in her 20s when she did it.
Wow.
All that she did without really any help. But it kind of ended with Cassie's 7-year-old daughter at the time of the California fires.
Yes.
She picked a whole bunch of lemons and kind of went out and sold lemons to people, earned $800, and she gave it to the fire victims. Now, what 7-year-old girl can you think of that would do something like that on her own?
She's got a big heart.
Yeah.
She's got a really big heart.
So it's like, it's Meghan shouldn't have had her. That lady just made Meghan look bad.
Look stupid. If anything, she should have tried to grasp onto this woman and learn something from her instead of, she should have learned something.
Well, yeah, this woman worked hard. This woman worked, like 18 hours a day, and she did this on her own. And, well, she was married. Her husband helped her. But, yeah, it's like Meghan, with everything you have going for you, all the money, all the help and stuff, you can't do anything but have one sale of cookies and jam. I mean, how much money do you think she earned from that?
Not a dime. Not a dime.
No.
She didn't profit anything from that.
She did not. And now it's almost been 2 months, and she has nothing else.
No, she just wanted the illusion of herself being successful.
Yeah.
It's an illusion.
Yeah.
Because you're failing. Talking about, I got to get more inventory. First of all, you never had enough.
Oh,
what happened to the store?
So hard.
In Dallas? When does that store come in?
I haven't checked on it in a while.
Her stuff ain't gonna be in there.
No. I mean, I'll check on it again for you. But Netflix, she says that she doesn't. Meghan said that she didn't get money from anyone. Isn't Netflix her partner? So don't you think they contributed some money for her to?
What does she mean she didn't get any money?
Meghan says that she didn't get any money from anyone.
To do what?
The as ever stuff that's going to go into the Netflix stores.
Oh.
But she did. She's a partner with Netflix in this. You can't tell me they didn't give her money.
That's what she said.
Yes,
she can't keep up with her lies.
Well, no, she can't. And that's kind of what I've been, instead of watching as much of the YouTube stuff, I've sort of been going way back to the beginning, and I'm kind of like tracking all of the lies. So it's like she said this on.
Oh, you're tracking them,
huh?
You're tracking her lies.
Me, yeah. I mean, that's what I'm working on now. It's just like tracking. You said this. You said this. You said this. And it's like, you can't run away from your lies. I mean, you've just lied, girl.
You can't run away from them. They're going to bite you in your butt.
Yeah.
Just like when you said that the royal family was racist. That is still biting her in her butt.
No one believes it. I mean, she made a fool out of herself with that. Have you heard her mention race in the last couple of years? She just does not mention race anymore.
No. What for? She has nobody around her. No. She doesn't have any family.
I don't even know if she's part black anymore.
She's not.
I mean, I think she gave that up too.
I believe it too.
Yeah. I mean, she's just crazy. And then Harry is sad. Harry is nothing but.
He's sad and she misses some stuff.
No, I mean, Harry is
just sad.
Well, not unhappy. I mean,
right. No, I got it.
Something's wrong with him.
He's sad. He's a sad person.
No, he's a sad case. It's like, is it dementia?
Exactly.
What is wrong with you, Harry?
Right.
Yeah.
He's thick.
Oh, he's thick. Yeah.
Yeah,
and that BBC interview was just, that was the dumbest thing.
Hello, Diane.
I mean, Harry actually accused people in Parliament of wishing he was not alive. He's blaming people in Parliament, the government, for wishing he's not alive anymore. It's like, what is wrong with you? You can't go on national TV and say stuff like this.
That you can't. And he did. He's an idiot.
And now he thinks he can just ring up Starmer and talk to him and he's going to get security. It's like, what is wrong with you? No one in that country is going to talk to you.
No.
I don't know. It's something is wrong. It probably has always been wrong with Harry, but it's just really getting.
I think he's a follower instead of a leader. I think he is not a leader at all. And he follows him behind her. And I saw this video the other day. It was so good. And I forgot who it was. It was the content creator. I forgot who it was. But they were showing pictures of Meghan and how she treats Harry. It really opened my eyes to see how nasty she is towards him and disgusting she is towards her husband.
Well, she is.
Mm-hmm. She is not a nice nice wife. She's not loving and caring and, oh, I love you, Harry, and you mean so much to me. And oh my goodness, when are you coming home? Where are you? You know, none of that gooey stuff. It's all just me. My stuff, my Instagram, my founders, my Jamma scam. My me. It's a me, and everybody's starting to see me.
She's nothing, but like with the BBC interview, Harry's sitting there saying, I don't know how long my dad has yet to live, and he won't talk to me. And then it's I thought if nothing else, my dad would come in and make sure my family was safe. So Harry's going through, I mean, these are things that have to have crushed Harry. I'm not making excuses for Harry. Where was Meghan?
She's never there when he need her.
Never.
She's never there at the courthouse, there going with him. But every time he needs, She needs him to go with her because they want to see him and not her.
Correct.
She is not the star. You bring your husband or you keep yourself at home.
I don't know. I'm kind of looking.
Jealous of her husband. She's jealous. She's jealous. I saw it. I saw it on that picture. I wish I could show you guys. It was so good. Jeez. Let me see if I can find it. But it was so good. And it just showed me how she just pushes him aside and moves him to the side and belittles him and doesn't make him feel like a man. And that's why Donald Trump said that he's got problems.
Yeah.
He's got major problems with the wife that he's got. It's nobody would be married to that. Nobody's sane. Nobody. He's been abused.
Trevor didn't try to leave her. So I mean, I just don't understand what she was in Canada. She had her success with Suits, and Trevor was still trying to make.
Were they in the same state?
No, her first husband was in California when she was doing Suits. When she mailed the engagement ring back to him.
Where did she meet Trevor?
Well, she met him in California, and they dated like 10 years. Something like that.
Well, they wasn't together because she would go and visit him, every now and then and whatever. And she marked him too. He was marked too.
Yeah.
He was marked in his own, and I bet you he has stories after stories after story.
He's probably too embarrassed to tell him.
Or she married someone that, wouldn't take any stuff off of her, and it was just a mutual relationship.
It seems to me he supported her through all of her auditioning.
Yeah, you want to support. You want to support because you want to see them succeed in the things that they want to do. Like my husband, like they want you to be successful, but this is not success. This is something else.
No.
This is something else with Meghan. This is Meghan trying to be an A-lister as bad as she can. And she wants to be in the best circles.
I mean, if you can't make it as the Duchess of Sussex, it doesn't matter how much money your husband has. You're nothing.
Right. No.
She's not going to make it.
Caught on video pushing Harry out of the way. That video, oh my God, Sunflower. It was like push, and then looking at him like, I know you're not talking before me. And I know you're not walking in the room before me. And I know you're not finna shake this person's hands before me. Like, she thinks she's equal to her husband.
Well, it's in her mind.
Far from being equal. First of all, you're not a royal. You're a fake-a-do. You got put into the family by accidental mistakes. And so since you have become a part of the royal family now, you are a fake-a-do. You're not the real deal. You're not Catherine. You're not the real, princess that America thought that you would be. We're disappointed in our princess. We're disappointed in your actions. We're disappointed in the way you treat people and the way you talk to people. Then they were talking about the bullying allegations. God, I can't believe I didn't save it. It's so good.
Okay, well, we can watch it some other time. Like it's some other show. I have a lot of thoughts on the kids. I mean, that's the horrible thing about all of this is their kids, but we'll save it for a different show. But yeah, no, Meghan's just, I think they have a year, maybe 2, but I doubt if they have 2.
Right.
And Meghan thinks that she's setting up all this stuff by having Harry mention the drugs in the book Spare. Well, Meghan has failed to protect those children. If she's allowed those children to be around, a drug user and all that stuff, even if it's their father, Meghan has not protected those children. Meghan's just as guilty as he is.
Exactly.
That's the way the law works. It's, sweetheart, you have nothing on him. Don't even try to go there. You both will lose the kids, which maybe they should.
Wow. That would be interesting.
Yeah. So it's like she doesn't, and Harry doesn't earn any money. Harry's smart there. He doesn't earn any money. Meghan's the one trying to earn money. She might end up paying him alimony. Ha ha. Wouldn't that be funny?
Yes, it would.
She's the big earner. Support your husband.
Support your husband. But she's not going to take care of Harry. That's just not going to happen.
Law.
She is going to blame him for all the things, all the situations, everything that's gone bad in their relationship. And because everything is his fault. It's his family's fault that they don't have IPP service. It's their family fault that they're not a part of the institution. It's their family. It's his fault. So he takes the blame. That's where she started him with blaming the family, blaming him. And then he said, I feel like I put my wife into the situation. No, she put herself into the situation. She put herself in a situation that she wanted to be in, but only for her own personal gain.
Okay, but they're going to end up being divorced in California. They've lived here in California for 5 years. It's going to go through the California courts. California courts, they don't care about her IPP status.
They
don't care about their titles. They don't care about any of that stuff. None of that's relevant to the divorce.
Exactly.
It's like, who earns the money? Who's the primary breadwinner? And, you allowed the children to be around your husband and you left the children alone with your husband knowing that he did drugs?
Okay.
That's smart.
Knowing that,
you had the little scare with the Department of Children and Families with your kids.
Yeah, when Jaguar threatened me. Yeah, she pissed me off when they didn't come to my house, because if they did, she would be arrested.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, it's like, you were scared to death.
I was. That's why I called the police. And I said, oh, okay, she's playing funny. She's trying to be funny. I don't know if it scared the hell out of her, but I did that live. I'm sorry, I am digressing for just a.
That's okay. I brought it up.
Hello, Dimwit. Hello, highly sensitive. Hello, Chantel. Hi, guys. Welcome. Welcome everybody that comes in, please. Thank you. Welcome each other. We're family.
I'm sorry, I'm going on and on and on.
No, I love it. It's like we're doing this, girl. Thank you.
That's good. I'm enjoying. I'm having fun.
Yeah, she had someone needs to call CPS. No. If I call CPS on you, and see, that's what pissed me off. That's what had made me angry about Maggie, because Maggie didn't speak up and say anything, like, don't go there with the kids. Don't even say that, So that was one of my pet peeves. I had a few.
Well, no, I was around during that time. I was worried about you. I was so worried about you. It's like, oh, please just move away from it, please. And then you were angry, and it's like, you can't tell me I need to move away from this. It's like, oh, please.
Yeah.
Please try to move away from this, honey. It's
I knew what you meant, though.
You. Yeah. No, you didn't hurt my feelings.
You were in a good place. You were in a good place. Yeah. You were trying to tell me to let it go so it can die down and you can move on and da 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 da. But
I mean, you were just a wreck. You were such a well. When it came to baby girl, it's like you were.
Yeah, I wasn't even asleep.
Yeah,
I started just staring at stuff.
Yeah,
and saying, "Oh, wait a minute," you know. So yeah,
I was worried about you.
Look, bitch.
I love you. I do love you. I consider you a friend. I really do.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's why I can't stand Jack today, because she's just a nasty person, a very nasty person in my book. And if you're not kissing her butt, then you are. It is what it is. You have to be all up in it. Nasty ass.
No, I mean, I saw a good period for Maggie.
Yes.
I was out of there before Jag. I stopped, before Jag came in, I was not watching it anymore because things were changing. And that was the Diddy stuff. I just didn't want to hear the nasties about Diddy. So that's kind of that all happened at the same time.
Yeah.
But, no, I saw how hurt you were, and it just broke my heart.
Oh. Yeah, I had this though, because if anybody had showed up at my door looking for me, talking about I'm a bad mom, I would have snapped. I think I would have snapped on them and told them to get the hell away from my house before I call the police.
Well,
I've already got her on notice. So I told my girlfriend that that deals with it. And she told me it was good that I called the police and put her on notice. Yes. Put her on notice.
Oh, good.
You already got a warrant out for her arrest down the street in Grand Prairie.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, she found out I lived in Dallas, Texas. Oh, you live in Texas? Yeah, where you were wanted in 2 areas. She stole a Penske truck.
Really?
Yeah, she never returned it.
Okay. Well, it's like I have not been able to figure out a way to secretly mention this to you, but you do have an address within your site. I think it's a rental property or something. So you kind of need to go through your stuff and get rid of that, because you do have your name and an address on your site.
Oh, that is a P.O. box place.
No, it's not, honey. It's a street address.
Right. But that's how they do it. It's
okay. All right. I
can't
figure out how to tell you that secretly.
Yeah, no, that's not my home address.
Okay,
no.
All right.
I'm paying for that, by the way. That's $10 a month.
Okay. Well, I just worried me.
Yeah, I got that for, yeah.
So people could send you things, I think is what you
right. But like I'm so gullible like that. I probably would have put my address out there.
Well, sometimes I worry about, you're just too kind. You just don't, you trust everybody.
No, SCJ, get what she said. She was not effing around.
Okay. No, I saw a big change in you during that time.
She wasn't effing around. Yeah. She was not playing. It wasn't a joke. It wasn't funny. She wasn't playing because she had done it before. She had already called CPS on Tasha K. And Tasha K is a millionaire compared to me. And so I said, if you can call on her, how easy would it be for you to call on me? But Yeah, no, she was
No.
not playing SCJ. Nope.
Okay. Yeah. No, I worried about you
She
then.
wasn't playing to the point. Natanya, can you pronounce that?
Nostalgia.
Nostalgia.
Nostalgia. Yeah.
I remember her. How are you? He's threatening her. Odell is threatening Danny now. Said about her identity, spoke on family, some nasty. Really?
And it continues.
Oh, wow. He's all up in there. Yeah, and it continues, and it continues.
I mean, but it's not all the people that were connected with Maggie. It was just some of them.
All of them.
All of them? Okay. So she really got burned.
Yes, it was all of them because let me tell you how I got kicked out, because I was hanging with them. I was a part of the group.
Okay.
I was a part of the team, guys. And so then Jag started saying, oh, GC, yeah. Oh, so guys, slow down the chat, SCJ, please. It's going too fast. Hello, Tune the News, Liz. Hello,
like nostalgia.
Nostalgia. It's so beautiful.
Nostalgia.
Like you.
Nostalgia. Oh, she is beautiful.
Well, I'm not happy about him going after Danny. That's for sure, because I like her, and she's one of the people that I really, really like. So I don't appreciate it at all that he's doing that.
Yeah, nostalgia in this country is still, it's like history, things from the past. So it's the same as in Latin, Italian.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah. Means memories in Italian.
Yeah.
Nostalgia.
Well, it means the same thing here.
Okay. Look at your name, girl. It's beautiful. That's what the bell's for.
I like the bell.
I do too.
If I ring the bell, will someone bring me a beer? Bing, 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 bing. I'm kidding.
Try to tell her now, can't get to her.
No.
I'm sure she's knowing. I'm sure she's going to find out. Okay. So I'm on the panel and they're beefing with everybody. Denat, and I went on Denat's show. I was like, hey, why are we talking about each other? Can we all be a part of this? And it didn't go down well. But anyway, she was calling me a troll behind the scenes. Troll. Letitia's a troll. Letitia's two-faced. I was on the two-faced list.
That's not you either.
No.
Not at all.
And so I didn't kiss her ass. I wouldn't. There was something about her that I just didn't really mesh with. And so I wasn't on there advocating for Jag like Maggie. So I had to go. And I was the first to go. And I'm glad I got out of there.
You left on your own then?
Well, yeah, because now I just go visit every now and then.
Okay.
Yeah. Maggie. Because she apologized and she admitted it. It's hard for people to admit the BS. Because you can, like, she broke it down. Sorry I called you. Said that you didn't have any empathy. That wasn't true. None of that was true. None of it.
We all make mistakes, but if we own them and apologize, I mean, and if you feel the apology was sincere,
yes,
we all make mistakes. We all do.
Exactly. And I like the fact that it's not like I don't have to pick and choose who I can be friends with. And then people get upset because I'm friends with this person. That got on my nerve. I'm like, I love everybody.
Yeah. That's always been the joy of your show, is that everybody, as long as they're polite, can have an opinion, and you don't hold that against them.
Exactly.
I mean, that's what's always made your show unique.
Oh, I appreciate that, because I would never want to like stifle someone's opinion just because I may not agree. That sucks.
But you're entitled to your opinion. Everybody else is entitled to theirs.
Exactly. Exactly. Hello, Pain. Yeah, I was a troll. I was a two-faced troll.
Well, I don't see you. Yeah. What, you came back to your show and you talked about them behind their backs?
Yeah, no, I would come back on my show and start talking about them. And then Maggie would get pissed off and start talking about me all day.
Oh, and did that happen?
I must have hit something. I must have, I said, I must have pissed somebody off, because I was just telling the truth. Just telling the truth. But now I look back on it and it's like a distant memory.
Correct. But when you were living in the moment, it was
horrible.
Yeah, it was a very real thing.
It was horrible. And you know, Ralph was there for me during that time. He was. And I felt like I was vulnerable.
Ralph
the Wise. He came by. You remember him? Okay. Yeah.
No, you had a lot of really nice people that came over and apologized and supported you. I was here and there, I was here and there for it. I didn't really know what was going on. And it was something that it was too late for me to ever catch up on it. And I watched enough trying to support you and just worried about you. I mean, that's the only reason I watched, because I didn't know what was going on. I had no idea what the dynamics were. I was just worried about you.
It had got to the point where I was the cause for Ada being in a coma. And that disturbed me a lot. I said, oh no, you're not putting that on me. The hell to the no. And so I appreciate Danny with her receipts and AT2 with their receipts, showing that this was all a scam. It was all a plot to get money. And thank you, Nastasia.
Nostalgia.
Beautiful.
That is pretty, yeah.
Thank you for that. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how somebody could pick up that you are empathetic.
Apathetic.
Apathetic.
Oh. You are empathetic. You're not apathetic.
Okay. I don't have any empathy.
You do have empathy.
Yeah.
Apathy is like the opposite of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, that's what they were saying. Like, she has no empathy. Maggie. I said, oh, she done made some shit up.
Well, I'm happy all that's over and done and you're out of it, and you're still friends with
Maggie.
Well, yeah, and Christine came back.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I
like my Christine. I knew I had lost her. I said I done lost Christine.
Oh.
She's gone.
I don't know how many questions. It's like, well, no, it's not the Christine that was. It's not the. It's like you guys have got to be shitting me. It's like it can't be the Christine that I'm thinking of, and it's like, well, it is. It's like, nah, it can't be. It just can't be. You have to be talking about somebody else. There's no way it could be her.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly, Liz.
Yeah.
We do not always, because some of my lovely subscribers are, I wouldn't say Republicans because whatever, but they are they like Donald Trump. And that's nothing wrong with that. It is what it is. But we still get along, which is good. I like that.
Yeah, I almost always leave any show if they start talking politics. It's nothing good can come out for me. It's no matter what you say.
It's so hard not to talk about it when things are going on. That's what I'm finding. And I hate that it's got to be called politics. Like it's a scary, like, you know what I'm saying? Like just two sides trying to figure it out, because I'm thinking both sides need to come together and figure out something.
Otherwise, it's just not going to work the way it is.
Yeah,
if the two sides don't come together or give us a third choice.
Yeah.
To break this 50-50. But no,
exactly. All come together, like everyone. Yeah. And say, okay, how do we take care of our people?
Exactly. That's what it should be. But I had been on Facebook, not for for a while. I'm just not back then I wasn't a really big social media person. But Trump's first election, before the election, I shut down my Facebook because I had friends on both sides, and everybody was just driving me nuts. I've never gone back on Facebook again, just because of that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I still don't have a Facebook account. It's been 6-7 years.
Oh, you got off of it.
It's like I'm not losing friends over crap like this. I'll call people on the telephone or whatever, but it's like I'm not doing this Facebook stuff anymore.
Yeah, you didn't like it. I was trying to connect with Facebook to try to see if I could get a Facebook audience.
Oh.
But I don't know.
A lot of people use it. No, I'm saying the first Trump election.
People
I shut it down that long ago.
Oh God, the first one was torture.
Well, it's like I'm not arguing that, and I'm just not.
A lot of arguing.
Yeah, it's. I'm just not gonna lose friends over. It's just not.
Yeah, I did. We lost. We got into it with some family members, and I think they still are feeling a certain kind of way. But I've moved on. Like, I love you guys. Yeah, we're family. Hi, Christine. Christine's here. Oh, we're just
Hi, Christine. Can I excuse myself for just a moment?
Oh, yes, for sure. Yeah. Clarissa, I have seen LL since Atwood and never heard her disparage anyone. Oh, you're so beautiful, Clarissa. I hope I'm saying your name right. Hello, Chantel. You guys are awesome. I also put some stars by your name at the end of the live. We will. Oh, look at there. Liz has gifted 5 people. I got to get the boomerang out. I'm going to call it boomerang. It looks like a boomerang. And give it up for Liz, for gifting 5 people memberships. Those 5 people get to see my wedding photo movie if you hadn't seen it. Because I put it on, I took it off of open and I put it on private members only. Liz. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Liz. Lizzie. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Liz.
Oh, you have all kinds of bells.
Yes. I got this from here.
Oh, you got
from JD. JD Stitches. And we're celebrating Liz.
So Liz.
Yeah. Isn't it cool?
Yeah. Oh, that helps.
Yes, if my daughter leaves it alone.
Oh gosh. I love that.
Liz. Let's put some hearts in the chat for Liz. And some roses for all the super chats. Excuse me, not the super chats, but the 5 memberships she has blessed 5 people with. Please put some hearts and some roses in the chat for our Liz.
Okay, so now you have to come up with special members shows.
Right. Like, yes. Now I have one, like I was telling them, I have a wedding video. Did you see my wedding video? It's on members only.
Okay, I'll look at it. I'll check it out.
Check it out.
I mean, I've been a member I'm a member, but yeah.
Yeah, check it out. It's my wedding. It should say wedding.
Okay.
It's 15 minutes long or 12 minutes long, the wedding. It's not like the preacher's up there preaching for hours.
Okay. Well, no, I would like to see it.
Yeah, go check it out. I did it for my members.
Like I said, I bounce back and forth on like my own personal projects. I will someday launch a show. I don't know when it's going to be, but
well, I love having you so far. You'll know when it's time.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be very comfortable like you are on here.
I'm comfortable here. Yeah. I don't know what's holding me up. It's just.
Sorry. She was showing me some love. Okay. I needed that. It made me feel better.
Lots of people coming in.
I know. Look at this.
Hey.
Highly sensitive. Hello. Look at there. Oh, and we do it for super chats too. Thank you so much, Christine. Christine.
Hello, Christine. I was talking real nice about you earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about you. Put some hearts in the chat for my super chat, super sticker. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. And show Christine some love for me. Okay, you want to get back to what he was saying? Let's see, this is where I was.
Okay.
We were at, I wish I could find that thing, but I can't find it. Let me just look one more time.
Okay. It's rainy here. I'm guessing that's why my hair is so haywire.
It's pretty.
It's crazy. Normally it's straight.
I love it. I think it's awesome. I know it's in here. Talk to the people, to the chat, sweetheart.
Okay. Hello, peoples. Who do you want to talk to, the peoples?
We're going to be talking about Meghan.
Oh,
Yeah.
Meghan. Okay,
We're
back to
going
Meghan.
into that. Yeah, and I'm going to try to. No, SCJ.
I love you, SCJ. I don't want to talk politics with you.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I think I got another one.
Another
super chat.
Oh, you
wow.
get so excited.
Like, I'm so excited. Thank you for putting the hearts in the chat.
Yeah.
Hello, Melissa. I see you, girl. Hello, be happy. Okay.
Well, do you have any questions in the chat from people? Things that people in the chat want to talk about?
Oh my God, Christine gave me another one.
She just wants to.
I was like, wait a minute. Didn't she just, and then I have to check it.
I'll ring it anyhow.
Okay. Christine. Thank you, Christine. You're such a sweetheart. Thank you so much. More hearts in the chat. More hearts in the chat. And flowers. Be happy your hair is frizzy.
Well, I mean, is anybody asking questions in the chat or?
Yeah, is there any questions?
Or have things want to be talked about? Or I can't see the chat when I'm here with you. Oh my goodness gracious.
I know. I'm being so spoiled tonight. Chantel. Thank you.
That's a pretty name also, Chantel.
Yeah, Chantel's pretty. Thank you, Chantel. Let's put some more hearts in the chat. I'm going to start it off. And some kisses. And some flowers. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. It really means a lot to me. I am so grateful for the super stickers, the super chats, the memberships. Thank you so much. At the end of this, I like to go over all of the I like to go over the comments, some of the comments, and all over the super chats and memberships. I like to, just give homage, give a big thank you at the end as well. And give me a second. There we go. I gotta put a stars by it to make sure I can see it at the end. Oh, I'm so happy. I am looking for something, and while I'm looking for it, our lovely Sunflower is gonna just be chit-chatting with you guys.
Okay.
Hello, Tune the News.
Oh shoot. Let's see.
Hello, Luna's Blade. Mine's frizzy for a reason because it's synthetic. It's not real hair. Thank you guys so very much.
How? Okay.
So blessed.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, I have a question. People that are from, well, people that are either from Scotland or Northern Ireland. Why can't your parliament start the process of removing some of Harry's lesser titles? I mean, maybe that'll get the boot in the butt of England to get rid of the Duke and Duchess, but it's, what is it, the Earl of Dumbarton and Baron Kill. But from what I understand, each country has their own parliament. So why can't you guys try to start removing some titles? I don't know if it's possible. It's just something I'm asking about. If there's anybody here from either Scotland or Northern Ireland. If not, well, I have to split my screen. I have like 3 different stories here that I worked on today, but I can't read them.
SCJ.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. Can you please slow down the chat for me? I agree with you, GC, on that. And Liz, sorry. Sunflower. Liz has something. Okay. I heard someone talking about Prince William having mourned Harry as if he was dead after the Oprah interview. It's sad, but I think it was how he had to do things to move forward.
That is sad.
It is, and don't you have to though? Don't you have to mourn someone to let it go? I
don't know. I mean, I have had friends that I had to let go of for just they weren't healthy for me, or for whatever reason, but I didn't have to think that they had passed. I don't see Prince William doing that. I mean, I can see him putting Harry on a shelf and not thinking about him, but to actually...
Not if he's lost his brother. If he's lost his brother, like literally lost him, like he will never have him again.
No.
He's never coming back over. He's not going to be a part of the family. So
yeah,
he's really gone. Harry is gone.
Maybe that is an easier way to deal with it. And that is the only way to move. That is so sad.
It is sad.
Yeah.
Sad but true.
Yes, it is.
Sad but true.
No, I see no way that Harry can go back. I mean, even for a visit. I mean, at this point, I don't even think he can go back for a visit. I mean, his dad can't reach out to him and tell him what his health is like. Can you imagine? I'm not even gonna, I'll use a different example. Can you imagine a parent having a child and the parent being sick and the parent not being able to reach out and say, I love you, or the child to be able to reach out to the parent?
Yeah.
It's
heart-wrenching. It takes your breath away that you can't reach out to that person and say goodbye. But for some odd reason, I see that happening with Charles. I see him calling his son and saying, look, it is what it is. And
I don't see Charles reaching out.
You don't?
I don't think he's the weak king that everyone keeps accusing him of.
I don't either.
And he's doing what he has to do. He's doing what is best for the country. He may not like it, but no, at this point, I don't think if he was going to try to reconcile, if there was something he could have done for the security, he would have done. He hasn't done anything in so many years to try to, in like 3 years, at least 4 years.
When he said in his speech that him and his wife have moved abroad. Harry and Meghan have moved abroad, and they have chosen to step down as senior working royals. And therefore, we're going to wish them well in all their endeavors and whatever they do. They were cool about it. They were like, okay, bye. Have a nice life. Do what you're going to do, whatever. But it wasn't like that.
I don't think they were cool. I think the attitude was the same as it was with the Duke of Windsor and Mary and Mrs. Simpson.
Oh.
And Prince Charles was, he knew his uncle, the Duke of Windsor. So, Charles was old enough to see what it had done to his mom, to his grandmother that he loved so much. That's what he grew up with. And his grandmother was never going to forgive the Duke of Windsor for abdicating. Never. And I don't think Queen Elizabeth was ever going to, you don't leave the crown. This is what you were born to do. This is your duty. This is your responsibility. This is what we do. And I believe that anyone who tried to leave, Harry tried to leave. And I think when he left, Queen Elizabeth just pretty much said goodbye. Honestly, it's the Christmas before they left. She didn't even have a picture of Harry, Meghan, and Archie on her desk when she did the Christmas speech. She had already they already knew before Harry and Meghan did that Instagram thing saying that they have found a new way. They're figuring out
on their own.
Yeah. It's, I think the Queen at that point, you don't send an ultimatum to the Queen.
Right.
You don't tell the Queen what
That's
you
what
are
she
going
did,
to
didn't
do.
she? She gave the Queen an ultimatum.
Yeah. You don't tell the Queen what you're going to do. And
no, she walked her silly self up in there and was going to tell the Queen what to do. Shameful. This is what we're going to do, Queen. We're going to be half in and half out. Okay? I want the tiaras. I want to be on the balcony. I want to run to the countries that maybe every now and then I could go run to a country for you or two. But for the most part, I want the IPP status. I don't want to lose all the goodies that I was getting after I was down.
We want the allowance, the King's or Prince Charles at the time. We want the allowance to continue. We want the security to continue. We want to be considered top-notch royals, but we're going to go to California and do whatever we want to do.
We're going to go to California, and we're going to go over there and get on the Oprah show and call you racist if you don't do it. They told her, get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. Bye, sayonara. I saw when he was leaving the Sandringham Summit, William was pissed. He probably was trying to think, this idiot. And they probably looked at him and said, this ain't nobody but your wife. You know you can't have these things, Harry. Did you not tell her the truth? Did you not tell her that when she leaves, she gets nothing? That she leaves with the clothes she had on her back when she got here?
Perfect. Exactly. That's what the Queen said.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Sayonara.
Yep. And I don't think we never looked
out of here. Yeah. Bye. You're not going to be, there's no half in and half out. That's why Charles made that speech and let it be known that they are in another country, living their own lives, doing their own thing, making their own money.
Yep. And we love them. We wish the best for them.
But the best for the family, but they have chosen to live afar.
Live the way you want to live. We don't care. It's just go for it. Just then don't bother us.
This privacy thing, privacy this, and we want our privacy. What?
Yeah. How long did that last?
That didn't make sense. No, it never made sense because she was always going to come over here and grift. She was always going to come over here and try to be an A-lister by trying to be successful. She thought it was going to be easier, but she realized, I don't know if she realized it or not, your personality sucks. You have the worst personality in history. You can't even fake it. You can't even fake having friends. That's what the name of it was. Meghan losing friends.
Oh, yeah. Okay. No, it's, I think she got her title. She did a little bit of time and then hauled her little butt over to Hollywood. And I'm going to show you guys what you have turned down for all these years. None of you would hire me for your movies. None of you. Right. So it's like, look at what you lost.
Exactly.
And I think that was her reason for doing all of it. I don't know. She's despicable.
Oh, here it is. The Bridezilla files.
Okay.
He's singing. My husband. He's singing to our daughter. She's so cute. I went and got her hair done today at the beauty shop, at the beautician. It was so fun. I got some pictures. She's sitting in the chair and it was matted. Yes, it got matted. And they were like, oh, we don't know if we can get this out. You may have to take her down the street. And I was like, oh, figure it out. And the lady just did like this and it started unraveling.
You said she would like to have her hair brushed.
Yeah. When she let me, sometimes I get, it's not even about if she's going to let me. We're going to do that sucker at least every other day. Because her hair, to me, has to be washed. How often? Every day? Like, I don't wash my hair like that.
I don't know what texture hair she has.
Yeah, like, because I have braids and stuff. And so I usually wash it when I take it down.
But is her hair more the texture of your husband's or yours?
His.
Okay. You shouldn't have to wash, as young as she is, you shouldn't have to wash her hair every day.
Right. Yeah. I didn't think so. But oh my God, they did such a good job. They trimmed it and it's so cute. She got like 2 braids and she's such a big girl. Yep. Oh, it was so cute. It was fun. Okay, I found the video, guys. This is a video of, I'm not going to fast forward. It's 30 minutes. It's long, but I want to get, anyway, don't worry about me. Don't listen to me.
Another reason I haven't launched my channel.
Oh, this part would be easy. Like you have little folders Name them.
Yeah.
Like I put live Meghan.
Top scoop getter at the spec.
You save it to that spot. Yeah, you'll get it.
Hi, everyone. I am joined here with a special guest, a friend of mine. Hi, PB.
Hi, Ravi.
Now, this, I don't know whose channel this is. I'm going to subscribe and I'm going to hit the like button. But it's two ladies and they're talking about Bridezilla. Watch how this girl maneuvers.
Feeling, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm lovely. I'm a very dear friend. I'm very, very happy to be here. I've been a follower since inception, pretty much. So very proud, very happy to be a part of your latest video.
I only started this because of you. Because
that's very amazing.
When you and I met, we were going through something incredibly difficult.
Yes.
And in that difficult time, the only thing I could watch was about Harry and Meghan. And I could only watch YouTube videos about them because I knew they were ridiculous. And I knew Meghan was a malignant narcissist, allegedly, and in my opinion. And I would come to you and I would be like, she's a malignant narcissist. And you'd be like, but how do you know? And I'm like, I know.
Yes.
So you'd ask me to send you video clips and I would send you clips, but they really, I've been really good at generating clips that are like 10, 15, 20 seconds long. And the clips I would send you would be 15.
It kind of sounds like it's revealing the narc.
Yes.
It's it? Yeah, I recognized her voice, yeah.
Oh, you know her?
I've watched her show. I don't watch it that much, but I recognized her voice. She has a very nice, soft, sweet voice. So
yeah, it may speed her up. It may speed her up. Yeah, that may help. Luna's Blade. Luna's Blade. Thank you, Luna's Blade. Luna's Blade.
Revealing the narc, she might be someone that you would want to invite over to your channel sometime. She's very nice.
Yes.
Yeah, she's a very nice lady.
She doesn't mind me using it. Let's put some
I don't think she will.
Let's put some hearts in the chat for Luna's Blade. And 2 kisses. Thank you, Luna. Oh, shoot. You got to be careful when hitting buttons. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me.
You're on a roll tonight.
Oh my God, I got another one.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are spoiling the hell out of me.
We're a good team, are we not?
Oh, this is awesome. Yes, we're a great team.
Yeah. We're bringing the people in. Aw.
Thank you, Be Happy. Oh my goodness, this is so awesome. Be happy. Be happy. Be happy. Be happy. Be happy. Be happy. Thank you, Be Happy. Let's put some hearts in the chat. Let's put some hearts in the chat. Here's my hearts. One for you, Luna Blade. And one for you, Be Happy.
I don't know. Maybe
Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Oh, it feels like it's going so fast, SCJ, or it could just be me. Anyway, let's get back. It's really interesting because it takes us through how Meghan acted the whole time she was there, and how she was treating Harry, and how Harry was beginning to be submissive.
minutes or 30 minutes, and you wanted like nitty gritty, show me exactly what she does. And that's how this all started, because you're like, make it. You need to make a YouTube channel or an X or whatever account so that I could just scroll and I could see the ridiculous Meghan behavior.
Correct, because also you were very well versed and still are at the definition of a narcissist, and then add on to that a malignant narcissist, and I wasn't. And remember, I would say, it'd be really great if maybe you could also do like an educational series, right, or something like, hey, what is a narcissist, how to spot a narcissist, things like that, because I didn't know what that was really. And so when you did the videos, and as you're going through them, especially my brain, I have 3 hamsters in my brain, right? And all 3 of them don't always go in the same direction at the same time. So my attention span, I can kind of go like 5 to 10 minutes. And those videos were great because that's exactly what I could do. And I could hear your voice, and your voice is soothing. And it would, it was like, okay, this is good. And it would help me go to sleep at night, So it was really, really good. Like, it was very soothing, and they still are. But yes, those videos, this is amazing what you've done. And when I was watching your videos versus you sending me videos that other people have made of Meghan, it wasn't registering what you were saying about her, from a narcissism perspective. But when you made your own videos and you're walking people through them, and then, you're like rewinding, okay, watch this again. That's super helpful. So this has been amazing to see you do this. And oh my gosh, like literally watch the channel from a baby to now, and you're just going to keep growing. So I think this is awesome.
It's been a wild ride, like for sure. And I did not expect it to get to where it is. And like on top of all of that, I love creating the content. I love studying it. And I recently did major spring cleaning of my home. Like I got rid of, 50% of my stuff, basically. I didn't get rid of it. It got donated and whatever else, right?
Correct.
So I was talking to another friend of mine, and that friend was saying that usually when someone has a hard time letting go of material things, that might be some type of trauma.
That was barely a curtsy.
That got me thinking, maybe this channel has helped me heal a little bit, because I was able to say these material items, they no longer serve me. I don't need to keep this just to keep it.
Correct.
And so, so like not only has this channel been entertaining and fun and great for me to do, but I really feel it's helped me look back on the things I've experienced and understand them. And by understanding them, there's this, logic that comes with it, that like when I was a child, what happened to me wasn't my fault. There was nothing I could have done that could have changed the way that I was treated by, in particular, my malignant narcissist stepmom.
Rosemary.
So anyways, I thought we could go through a really fun article that was just published in the Daily Mail. And it's one of those that is an exclusive. It was literally like just published. It's May 18th today, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Guess what tomorrow is? Tomorrow is Harry and Meghan's wedding anniversary.
Okay, I actually kind of shocked, right, that I even could think that was it, because in my mind, I thought they were married around May 18th.
What are you doing?
Who?
Meghan.
Oh. No, when there's more than one conversation going, I can't really hear. So when you're here,
focus on Meghan. Focus while you're listening to it. Focus on Meghan's reaction and her actions. Look how she comes in the room before him.
But I also noticed that when Harry was going to the hearings in April, there was a female police officer person, and he actually let her walk before him. He stood back and so that she could walk up the steps before him. So Meghan's trained him well.
Oh, okay.
I just think it's something that's ingrained in him now, that women go first.
Why?
But this is one of the police officers that is his security. Oh, please go up ahead of me. It's like, yeah, don't watch my back, but yeah.
Why does he do that? That's stupid.
Because
he's
Meghan,
so used to doing it with her now.
Meghan has trained him to be a feminist. Him and Archie.
Yep.
But it was May 19th?
I'm pretty sure it's May 19th.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine if you were wrong and I'm right? Hold on.
We gotta check.
Yes. Okay. Hold on. I'm shocked you don't know this. Like, I'm so shocked. Oh, it's May 19th. You're right. Of course. Like, okay, of course. That's good. You should be right on this. So
okay, phew.
So what are you going to do to celebrate their anniversary?
I'm gonna be on Instagram waiting to see what Meghan is posting.
Fair. Okay, valid. All right. Sounds good.
I'm gonna watch how Meghan is gonna celebrate this anniversary. So
her IG is interesting.
It's wild. Yeah,
Yes.
it's hard to watch, honestly. I used to, she would post something and I would post about it, but she's just so predictable in her posts that it's boring. And I don't want to do boring. I want to post things and with things that are exciting and teachable moments. But when she's walking around a garden and smelling flowers, like, girl, right. I don't care.
Right. And also, I mean, turn the comments on, like give us something. There's not even, you can't even post, but maybe that's what it is. She knows that, sniffing flowers is boring. Who's going to comment on it anyway? So maybe she just turned off the comments for that reason.
I mean, this is part of being a narcissist. She doesn't want to be contradicted. She doesn't even want to hear you. If you say something that she doesn't want to hear it. So actually, this immediately reminded me of when Meghan first started dating Harry. She went to one of her agents, who later became one of her good friends, Gina Nelthorpe-Cowan, and was telling her about her experience with Harry. Gina responded as a friend with empathy, trying to warn Meghan. She said, "Have you any idea what you're doing?" Harry, she explained, was clearly thinking about marriage. And I'm reading from Tom Bower's Revenge. Do you realize do you realize you won't be able to make any more movies? Royal duties will be your life. Meghan snapped, "Gina, save it." So literally, it's the same thing Meghan does with her comment section. She's basically telling us, Instagram users, save it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to know about your criticism. The only thing you can do is like my post. Just hit that heart. I don't want to hear anything else you have to say.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So it's Meghan's character, basically. We see it. If she can control, what people are saying about her, how she's being perceived, she's going to do it. So, yeah. So going back to this article, this was just published. And it's another example of Meghan bullying people. In this particular article, it's about how she berated a caterer so badly that the late Queen intervened. So let's get into that article. It starts off describing about how some brides, they remain calm, but Meghan, it's basically saying Meghan was bridezilla. And you know what? I bet you that's why this article is coming out today, because of the anniversary being tomorrow.
Oh, that's a good point. Yep.
Yeah. So in this article, it talks about how Meghan treated Catherine, Princess of Wales, and how
I didn't see that, Luna's Blade. Let me know if you want to stop it at any time. Sunflower.
Okay, no, I'm done.
Remember the look on Prince William's face when he noticed Harry adjusting his hidden mic when they were walking together? You saw that? I felt like that was the moment he realized he no longer had a brother. Wow.
That was after.
That was during the walkabout.
After his grandmother's, after the Queen's funeral.
Right.
Okay.
Wow. How is this going? Is it going okay? Okay.
Me?
She bullied Charlotte, allegedly.
Yeah.
That's a topic for another
time.
I like revealing the narc. And it says that in her new book, The New Royals, Nicole wrote, on one occasion in the run-up to the wedding, Meghan went to Windsor Castle for a menu tasting and ended up having a tense exchange with a member of staff, according to one source. Meghan was at the castle to taste some of the dishes and told one of the caterers she could taste eggs, said the source. She got quite upset, saying that the dish was meant to be vegan and macrobiotic.
That's Meghan bullying.
Oh, the bullying is no joke.
Well,
Liz,
yeah, no, but the caterers, I taste egg in this. And it's
I don't remember that. Oh.
Well, I mean, that's what they're talking about now. That was for the wedding.
Right. She was being bullied.
Yeah. She was a bully then, yeah.
A big bully. She's a bully. Liz gifted the 5 gift memberships parts, by the way.
Aw.
Okay. Yeah, she's a bully. Meghan's this big bully. And this is like the 3rd or 4th time we've heard it before she moved to the United States and started bullying her staff.
Yeah, I think someday the bullying report will be released.
That would be good.
But ultimately, the bullying that Meghan did, that still looks bad on the royal family. I mean, they're the ones ultimately responsible for it. It doesn't matter that Meghan's the one who did it. They didn't stop Meghan from doing it.
Well,
I'm saying.
You're right. Yeah. So you think they're a little embarrassed by it?
Well, yeah, but I mean, if anybody wanted to file a lawsuit or something like that, it's gonna be the institution pretty much that ends up paying for what Meghan did. They're not going to go after Meghan.
But here's the thing. How can you have an investigation and then not give us the findings of it? As a witness, I would want to be vindicated as a victim.
Apparently, they've settled somehow with the victims, or the victims just didn't press any type of a charge, or I don't know. It's just it's a bit of a cover up, but the Queen, King Charles, whoever, it's if anybody wanted to sue for what happened, it comes out of his pocket, not Meghan's.
Oh.
You know, I mean, they're not going to go after Meghan. Meghan's not going to have to pay for anything. It's going to be the institution that ends up paying, and it'll be the institution that bullied.
That's right, Liz. That's right, Snowflower. That's true.
So it's like they're damned if they do, damned if they don't.
Yep. Basically.
I mean, I do believe that Queen Elizabeth did something.
To be his direct approach with the staff.
She's noticed that she was a bully, Elizabeth.
No, I think Queen Elizabeth did something for the people that were the victims of it quietly, but you know, they don't get their. Someday, some people are going to come out. NDAs only go so far. There's going to be someone who's brave.
Somebody's going to tell.
Whistleblower. Pardon?
Somebody's going to say something.
Someone will eventually come out and say something. And it's going to happen on Meghan's side also. Someone's going to finally be brave enough to come out.
The chat is going off. Okay, Harry maybe wanted privacy, but that bitch had no intentions on living a private life. Wow. Just going to say personality counts. Yes. Everyone has the right to be stupid, but Harry has abused that privilege.
I like that one. Yeah. That's funny.
Hello, Dipwit. Check out, if you guys haven't seen my wedding video, check it out. It's pretty cool.
I'll check it out. Maybe tonight. Yeah, it's still kind of early. Ooh, I have to go get my battery charger.
Oh, you guys wanted to protect him, Chantel. Yes. Never really liked the botch. Harry shouldn't have stayed with Chelsea. He should have stayed with Chelsea. Yes. Parts wanted to make sure you saw my message. Oh. Larissa? I'm still like way behind. I'm never going to catch up. Oh, hell no. SCJ.
What?
I am way behind. Stop the chat completely. Just stop the chat. Don't really stop the chat, but turn it on the slowest you can get it. I'm so behind. It's not even funny.
Staff member allegedly came to the attention of Queen Elizabeth II, who was known for treating aides like family, even buying them Christmas presents every year. So it is no surprise that Her Majesty had some stern words of advice from Meghan, according to Nichols' inside source. So this is just wild to me because, we think of the Queen as her grandmother-in-law, right? But I think when you marry into the royal family, yes, they are your family, but in a way, it's going to be your profession. This is like the CEO of a company skipping 4 levels and coming to you and being like, don't talk like that to people. It's
correct.
Not,
okay, thank you.
How embarrassing.
Really embarrassing. Yes.
It's wild. I wonder why she was so like, what is this vegan thing? Maybe, I wonder if this was because she invited a lot of Hollywood guests to her wedding.
Right. Maybe it wasn't for her, right? Maybe it was for guests, maybe, dietary restrictions.
She wanted to look like, she was one of the people, maybe. Like, I understand your diet restrictions.
Answer this for you, Toothpaste. Hello, by the way. And no, Diddy would still be in the situation that he's in. It's not about supporting him. I think that he has done some he's done some stuff and now he's about to pay for it, I think. So am I in support of him? I'm not in support of his domestic violence and his, too violent.
Or whatever. Yeah. So the article.
That's so rude.
She is completely rude. She is completely rude. So the article continues and says, suddenly the Queen walked in and said, Meghan, in this family, we don't speak to people like that. This would not be the last time Meghan's treatment of staff would come to the attention of the Queen. And actually, recently, there was another article that came out about how Meghan was rude to a gardener. So much so that the head gardener in Windsor complained to the late Queen, who then also gave Meghan a dressing down. So we're seeing that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So Meghan was told, don't treat people like that.
Yes.
Multiple times.
The Queen
So, all this talk, and I mean, you and I have talked.
The Queen had to tell her twice.
Twice? Wow. I knew about the gardener. I didn't know about the other one, but wow.
The gardener and the food. Yes.
Yeah.
You don't talk to her that way.
Yeah. Well, an adult should know that anyhow, but
yeah.
I mean, if the Queen corrected me one time, that would be enough for me. She wouldn't have to correct me.
No, ever again. I've been like, ooh. Does she constantly have to tell her we don't talk to people that way?
And sometimes I just want to say, Americans are just so rude, but it's like, I'm an American. I don't want to just compare to them, to the British people. We are rude.
I can see that.
Yeah. Sometimes she makes me embarrassed to be an American.
Yeah. Diddy's a monster toothpaste. Yeah, they are a thorn in the palace side. Well, I just saw gray hair on Meghan. Did you, girl?
Just one?
You've seen them before?
Oh, yeah. Up
Wow.
in, like in here. I have the gray, so it's, I notice it. But yeah, like all around her hairline, her face.
Yeah.
Stuff, she has gray.
Wow.
I mean, I know she colors it and does whatever she does with it, but yeah, it's the little teeny weeny hairs all around the face line. I see gray all the time with her.
This video is, let me see if I can get the name here.
Revealing the narc.
Yeah. God, can I?
She's a very nice. She does a lot of the narcissist video.
Oh.
But yeah, she's a very nice lady. She's a very nice lady. I watch her once in a while.
Okay, here's the link to her. Tell her I sent you. That is her page. I just put it in there for you, SCJ. Yeah. And you watch her sometimes on Sunflower.
I started seeing her on other people's shows. And then, periodically I check in with her. I'm not into everybody labeling or these shows where everyone's discussing how someone's a narcissist. That's a mean girl. I know Meghan's a mean girl, so, but
yes, she's a mean girl.
Yeah. So, I mean, if somebody had domestic violence issues or was living in a bad relationship, she's a very good person to listen to.
Oh, okay.
I mean, she does some of the regular Sussex stuff, but, if some people would really enjoy listening to her, if they needed a friend to, like, just kind of listen to them. She's like Tina. She's like Tina.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
She's really good. She's breaking it down.
Mm-hmm.
Hit the like button, guys. Okay, let's get it back on our girl.
Talked about it, right?
Like, yes.
How do you know that Meghan bullied people? How do you know that they gave her so many opportunities? And this is just one example. Like, how many times do you have to tell someone, don't be nasty to people? And, people are, and they still smile and they throw you a 30 million pound wedding or however much the wedding cost.
Yeah. And this is one thing about her that actually I am fascinated with. And I wish some of the ex-employees, would come out, because out of all of the things that she's accused of, right, and the rumors and her behaviors and mannerisms and things like that, for me, it's a very, very big deal how people treat their employees, because at the end of the day, everyone, or mostly everyone, has to work to earn a wage, right? We have to live, we have expenses. And it's a big, big deal for me when employees are treated like garbage or less than, and disrespected. So when all these articles and things started coming out about her when they were living in the UK, it was very much, for me, I'm like, okay, wait, so is this true? Who's putting these articles out? Is there a way to actually somehow, to get one of these or some of these employees out, like make statements, do an interview, I don't know, something, because there was just so many coming out, right? It wasn't one or two, it was multiple.
She wasn't even friendly
about how she's mistreating staff.
Did you see that?
And it didn't start in the UK.
No,
she wasn't even friendly to the dog.
I didn't hear you, honey.
When all these articles and things started coming out about her when they were living in the UK, it was very much, for me, I'm like, okay, wait, so is this true? Who's putting these articles out? Is there a way to actually somehow, you know,
look at her face,
to get one of these or some of these employees out, you know, like make statements, do an interview, I don't know, something, because there was just so many coming out, right? It wasn't one or two, it was multiple about how she's mistreating staff.
And it didn't start in the UK. I mean, we have reports as early as 2015 in Canada.
That's what you get
when Meghan was working with
to get one of these or some of these employees out, you know, like make statements, do an interview, I don't know, something, because there was just so many coming out, right? It wasn't one or two, it was multiple about how she's mistreating staff.
And it didn't start in the UK. I mean, we have reports as early as 2015 in Canada when Meghan was working with a clothing company called Reitmans. I'm going to read you snippets about her campaign with Reitmans. So Reitmans is Canada's largest women's clothing retailer. It's a 90-year-old business, and it offers inexpensive clothes to about 700 stores.
Oh my God.
And Meghan herself, she was hoping that she would be the face of Ralph Lauren and not Reitmans. So she was already not very happy, not very happy to be doing this. Yeah.
Wow.
And they paid her a lot of money.
Do you know how much?
Yes, I do. For 9 days work, filming the commercial, the photo shoots, the launch, and TV promotion, she was paid $162,000 plus 7% royalties on the sale of all products.
Oh, wow.
And for the first campaign, filming started on August 6th, and the list of demands preceded her. It says she requested in her room and on location green juices, vegetables, high-end bottled water. Evian and Fiji were rejected in favor of a designer brand.
Like, who are you, girl? You're on Suits. Like, be humble, you know? I just find that really pretentious, if that's the right word.
Oh, she's definitely
entitled, all of that, you know?
All of that. And then it says the 2-day shoot went well, but ended on a sour note. The car to take her back to the airport was not booked. Meghan exploded, but she made her flight. The campaign, TV commercials, billboards, and social media was estimated to have increased Reitman's sales by over 15%. So even though in the very first campaign, she was absolutely nasty, she exploded about something that really had no consequence, she still made the flight, it increased Reitman's sales. So they invited her back the following year, and her behavior, oh my goodness, was even worse.
Wow.
Okay, so let's talk about the money for the second campaign.
Sure.
The contract for 8 days' work paid Meghan $202 in social media. It was estimated to have increased Reitman's sales by over 15%. So even though in the very first campaign she was absolutely nasty, she exploded about something that really had no consequence, she still made the flight, it increased Reitman's sales. So they invited her back the following year, and her behavior, oh my goodness, was even worse.
Wow.
Okay, so let's talk about the money for the second campaign.
Sure.
The contract for 8 days' work paid Meghan $202,000 plus 7% royalties.
So she got paid more, right? The following year.
She got paid more, yeah. Can someone hire me for 8 days and pay me $200,000?
Right.
I'll be nice to everyone.
Well, and you know, I guess like my thought on that though is, okay, and you know, this is me just my mind. This is how my mind works, right? There are these reports coming out, right? That she was really difficult to work with, yet they brought her back the next year, which makes me believe that perhaps she had a 2-year agreement at least, because I can't imagine her being a pain and then they would, after the fact of finding that out, sign her again, right? Like her Netflix deal, right? You know how it's like, oh, it's a 2-season contract kind of thing. Maybe that's what that was.
Well, it did say that the first campaign, it increased Reitman's sales by 15%.
Okay.
So that, money talks. And she wasn't that as bad in that first year versus the second year. In the second second year, she yelled at them about what the commercial was going to be, because in the commercial, Meghan, I think, is dancing with a gentleman, and the man is trying to figure out what the tag on her dress says. And because it looks like it's expensive. The goal of the commercial is basically, it looks expensive, but it's actually Reitman's. It's very affordable.
Gotcha.
So Meghan exploded on them and said, seriously, this doesn't make sense. I'm a brash American, and if my name is going to be on something, I'm going to have my say. And then later in Tom Bower's book, a couple of sentences below, it says, Meghan offered no worthwhile alternative ideas. other than suggesting that a Caribbean location with a Hollywood budget would be better.
Oh my gosh, of course it would be. Why wouldn't it be?
She's too much.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So this had to have been her agent at the time, right? Getting her this deal with them, where it sounded like she wanted to be working with Ralph Lauren. That clearly was a no, and then so she went with this instead.
Yeah, I mean, I think the agent, her last name was Sale, S-A-L-E. But again, I don't know the exact details about that.
No problem.
Okay,
Just
and
sorry,
then
my brain asking questions.
No, that's okay. If anyone in the comments knows or is watching this, please drop it in the comments. But okay, so then later on it says, to prove her importance, to prove her importance, wait till you hear this. To prove her importance, she demanded additional special treatment. Unhappy that her executive suite for 1,531 Canadian dollars per night was only a master bedroom, living room, and powder room, Meghan demanded that the agency reserve a bigger suite at the more expensive Galt Hotel. She insists, said her agent, she wants photographs of the hotel rooms and the rooms assigned to her on set. Next, Meghan demanded that she be registered in the hotel under an alias, Jane Smith.
Now, all of this is before she met Harry.
Her agent. Yes, it says Lori Sale. That was her agent.
Say it again, honey.
All of this stuff is before she met Harry. These were her demands before.
Yeah.
Crazy woman. Crazy woman.
I just put her link in the what channel is this? I just put the link in there for you guys. I'm behind.
And she does sound like resting doll face, but she's not resting doll face.
Oh, okay. Maisie's blowing through like a tornado. Yep. They can't let it go. That's a good one. You guys got some good stuff going on tonight.
I'm telling you, the chat's just wild.
Yeah.
This has been a really good, fun show.
Oh, good. Good. I am it makes me feel good to hear you say that.
Yeah. I was so down on the Harry Meghan stuff for almost 2 weeks. I was just so down on it.
Yeah.
I just had all I could take.
Yeah, it gets like that.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
And then it says, Meghan doesn't want to be hassled by the hotel staff, other guests, or photographers. The production team was flummoxed. No one in French-speaking Montreal knew Meghan.
I love that word, flummoxed. Is that the word that was used?
Like that word. Yes.
That's amazing.
Oh my gosh. And I mean, it gets worse and worse and worse. Like, there is so much to talk about in especially that second Reitman's campaign. She made a woman cry on set, and she demanded that there was this pair of Aquazzura shoes for her to wear during that filming. It was absolutely necessary to be part of the wardrobe.
Okay.
Well, guess what? She left on the final day of production and took the shoes with her, allegedly.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes. And allegedly, well, the book describes that they were beige suede Aquazzura shoes, and Meghan, in her engagement interview with Harry, wore beige suede Aquazzura shoes. Now, whether or not these are the same beige suede Aquazzura shoes, I don't know, but just throwing that out there.
Interesting. Thank you. Wow.
There is so much to be said about Meghan's bullying behavior. So this was a long segue, going back into the history of Meghan behaving this way as early as 2015. I'm sure this is behavior that even preceded that. But so we've heard of Meghan doing this in 3 different contexts and 3 different 3 different countries. She did it in Canada. She did it in the UK. There's allegations of her doing it here in the States.
Yep.
In Canada, she was an actress, filming advertisements or on the set of Suits. In UK, she was a member of the royal family. And then in the US, she's a CEO, influencer,
Yeah.
an activist. I don't know, whatever.
All the
she is.
titles she gives herself on her podcast and everything else. Yes.
Yeah, she's a podcaster. Who knows?
Yes.
Yeah. So there's a long history of Meghan behaving in this way, and actually, one of the biggest examples of this.
Mhm.
Well, before we get into there, this is telling too. It says during her time as a working royal, Meghan developed somewhat of a reputation for being rude to staff, so much so that there is talk of a Sussex Survivors Club.
Oh wow. Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
Gosh.
So people identify as, we worked for the Sussexes and we survived it. It says it says former staff members were alleged to have post-traumatic stress disorder defined by the NHS as an anxiety disorder caused by very distressing or frightening events.
I
It's
wish
wild.
somehow one of these Sussex survivors from this club would reach out to you. I really do. It's my wish. If you're out there, if you're listening, if you're tuned in, please reach out to Revealing.
We will protect your anonymity.
Always. Yes, she's the best. Talk to her in confidence, please. Anyway, I had to put that out there. Sorry.
And we do have some specifics, and one of those is this woman, Melissa Tubati. She worked for Meghan, and the article here is trying to show that this is a professional person. She worked for Robbie Williams. She worked for Robbie Williams' wife, and she played a pivotal role in the success of the royal wedding. So this is being said here to show this is not someone who is unprofessional, who is an intern that just came out of nowhere, right? But it says here in the book Battle of Brothers, this same incident is actually also described in Tom Bower's Revenge. It said that Meghan allegedly asked Tubati to order some personally embroidered red blankets for the guests at a Sandringham shooting party that she was hosting for a group of Harry's friends. And she exploded on Melissa because when the blankets arrived, they were not the right shade of red. And by several accounts, in quotations, it says the Duchess went mental.
Mental.
Wow.
Yeah.
She lost it. She went mental.
Well, yeah, I mean, she's evil. I mean, she's just pure evil. Even the queen said she was evil.
She's
allegedly.
Evil.
We don't ever use the word allegedly here. We need to say allegedly once in a while.
Be happy. She had to teach her some basic etiquettes. Just to be nice. Just be genuinely nice. No, she's being a bitch. She's so low rent, and that's an insult to low rent people.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Well, I'm gonna put a star by that one.
I don't know. It's
okay. Yeah, she's a bully.
Well, and as a result, the hugely talented Tubati.
Yeah,
that's been proved after she left
the kingdom.
Yeah,
the UK.
Yeah, I mean, the same complaints are over here in this country with her employees. So I know it's Harry. He's having major the like CEOs and stuff like that. They've left Invictus. They've left Bali. They've left one of his other charities. I mean, he's all his top people also, but it's because of her, in my opinion.
Yes, I agree. All the way her.
Well, Cinnabali, I do think was Harry blowing his top because someone
she wouldn't do something for her. Yeah. Right. She wouldn't do it for his wife.
Well, it had nothing to do with Cinnabali.
At all.
No.
Just her reputation. That's why she's listening to all of them.
Well, but Meghan this time just picked on the wrong girl.
Right, she did.
She's just too big, too strong, too independent, and this lady made her way to the top without sleeping people.
Without sleeping her way.
Yeah.
Yep.
She didn't marry up or any of those things.
Have to get
she
it.
made it on her own.
Yep.
And she has a family that's as rich as they are.
Exactly.
Yeah. So.
Okay, we're almost done, guys.
Okay.
He resigned 6 months after the wedding day.
Oh gosh.
The article continues and says that in 2018, the Duchess of Sussex was subjected to an internal investigation after her communications secretary, Jason Knopf, wrote to Prince William's private secretary, Simon Case, in an email which was later leaked to the media. In it, he detailed Meghan's allegedly totally unacceptable treatment of staff. Knopf said, "I am very concerned that the Duchess was able to bully 2 PAs out of the household in the past year," he wrote. "The Duchess seems intent on always having someone in her sights." Scary.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is, when there's smoke, there's fire.
Yep.
And, this has happened many times over the day. How many allegations have come out over the last decade of Meghan treating people this way? One of the ones that I felt has been the most under the radar.
Yep.
Is when Meghan and Harry went to Australia. Allegedly, Meghan threw hot tea at someone. Allegedly.
Right.
And
wow.
and this person was somehow allegedly given money and has stayed silent. So when Meghan comes out and says, "The palace never protected me," yes, they did. They kept these stories from coming out. And the palace did an investigation of Meghan's bullying behavior. There's enough evidence, I think, from us as outsiders that these things did occur. But guess what? The palace has not released these findings. So
I wonder
when
if they ever will.
I mean, maybe when William's on the throne.
Right, exactly. Perhaps.
So happy anniversary, Harry and Meghan.
It's been what? This is going to be their 7th? They were married in 2018?
Yeah, don't they say there's a 7-year itch or something that usually after the 7th year?
Yes.
What does that mean, the 7-year itch?
I think, and again, I'm guessing here, I've never been married, luckily. So I think it's just 7 years, you kind of maybe you get bored, you start looking around for something else. I think the itch refers to, gosh, it's been 7 years. This is boring. I don't know if this makes me happy. Maybe the itch to be with somebody else. Maybe the itch to get out of the marriage. Not really sure.
I would have to say between Harry and Meghan, for Harry, I don't think there's been a moment of boredom. But Meghan, I think, is probably like, oh, seriously, this guy again.
I know, right? I feel like that's, and I know you believe that, right? That's how she feels about him. But yeah, it's been 7 years of a lot, I feel like.
Yeah, and it just gets worse, I feel.
Yes.
Yeah.
It really does. It's a lot.
Yeah. Well, PB, thank you so much for joining me here. I'm glad we were able to talk about this, and I went on a bunch of tangents, but there's just.
Well, that was interesting.
No.
That was really interesting to me. I was listening to it one day when I was cleaning or doing something, and I was like, wow, this is good. But just knowing that she was just this bully and how diva-ish she acts, she's not likable. But she tried to fake like she is.
No, like I said, I might listen to her every few weeks because I don't follow the channels that talk about the narcissists all the time.
Oh, okay.
HG Tutor and stuff. I don't watch him all the time either. I kind of pick and choose based on.
Don't go away yet, guys. I have something I want to do before you leave.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, so what I would like to do is go to all my stars that I got tonight and thank everyone for their comments and their super chats and super stickers that I got and members. I just want to go over that one more time. And I got a few, so hang in there. Liz, experts have already shown that picture to be altered. We were talking about the mood board and how those pictures are altered. Liz, every time she says, I don't go on social media and read things, I just think liar, liar, wrinkled pants on fire. Meghan speaks and lies come out her mouth. Liz. GC, narcissist, it's me, the queen of Soho House, ho.
That's good. Yeah.
Let's see, where are we? Liz, I want to thank you for gifting 5 memberships. I appreciate you. Thank you for doing that. It really means a lot to me. Christine, love to all. Thank you so much for your super chat. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much. I feel so blessed today. Thank you. Chantel, you are a beautiful lady with a beautiful soul. Oh, thank you, Chantel. I hope you're still here. And I just want to thank you again for your super chat and what lovely words. Thank you so much. Really lift my spirits. And Christine, again. Let's give it up for Christine. Thank you, Christine. Liz, I heard someone talking about Prince William having mourned Harry. That's what we were talking about earlier, as if he was dead after the Oprah interview. It's sad, but I think it was how he had to do things to move forward. I can see that. And Luna's Blade. Thank you so much for my super sticker, Luna's Blade. I appreciate it so much. It means so much to me. And thank you. Thank you for joining us tonight. I hope you come back. Be me. Be happy. Be happy. Be happy. Be happy. Thank you again for my super sticker, my super chat. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. GC, Harry was covered all his life under the umbrella of the royal household. When the skank came in, she twisted the Harry brain and took him to La La Land.
Oh, yeah.
He needs to start with, I am sorry, and really mean it. That's right, Rosemary. Melissa, Harry's not tough enough. Well, Harry's not tough enough. He really doesn't have what it takes to keep it together. Not that I have what it takes. Just kidding. Thank you, Melissa. MM is disrespectful, has 0 class, and to be perfectly frank, is a spoiled jerk. I agree, Melissa. GC, I was in awe when she walked into the car before the Queen. How disrespectful and rude. They gave her everything, and she threw it back into their faces. The rude skank. Liz, okay, Harry maybe wanted privacy, but that bitch had no intentions of living a private life. Dimwit, everyone has the right to be stupid, but Harry has abused the privilege. I love that.
Yeah.
Melissa, they are such a thorn in the palace's side. Did she put a spell on him? Be happy. He's been so brainwashed. He's beyond help. Susan. The queen had to teach her some basic etiquettes. Be happy. She's so low rent, and that's an insult to low rent people. Susan. Susan. She also is disliked by her Suits cast. I didn't realize that. I heard that she wasn't on the text messages when they text each other at the Suits thing. Luna's Blade. Sane people can't even wrap their heads around Meghan's behavior. It truly is terrifying, fascinating, aching to jag such different women, yet so crazy alike. That's true. Last one. Liz, wow, she really thinks a lot of herself. Thank you guys for staying through that. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. That was fun. Thank you for the memberships. I want to thank you, Sunflower, for coming up here and being a part of this. Thank you so much for helping me tonight.
Well, I think I don't have plans on Thursday nights. Let's just make this a girls' night every Thursday and we'll do it.
Wonderful. I would love to have you.
Okay.
Great.
We'll just do this every Thursday night.
Sounds good.
We have the gang listening to us. Let's just do it.
I love it. Sounds good. We'll get through the Diddy crap first and then.
Okay. Well.
Love you guys. Have a wonderful night. Thank you, SEJ and Kamara, for your help with modding. Thank you to all my mods, even the ones that aren't here. But I want to give a special thank you to SEJ because I know sometimes I get on her nerve. And thank you guys and have a wonderful night. I had fun.
Yeah. Bye, everyone. I enjoyed it.